I really appreciate that you came to Dealmaker with us.
It
Tell
was
us how
wonderful.
that experience was over those 3 days, just a couple months ago in March.
It was so fun. I went with my husband Taylor, and he's the one that got me signed up and said, "We're going to this." I said, "I'm not really sure what this is." So I started doing a deep dive, and
Oh,
I was so excited. It was wonderful. The education was phenomenal. I learned so many things that I had no idea about, like options.
yeah,
Now I keep telling
that's a
Alyssa
big
that I
one.
want to buy my next house through an option and keep telling her different neighborhoods to keep an eye out for because we'll write an option tomorrow. But I wouldn't have had any idea about that without the education at Dealmaker.
Bill Cook did such a good job on options. Options are really powerful forms of leverage.
And Chuck Glover's presentation,
Oh,
oh my goodness, the intro, the whole thing was just, I think he was my favorite speaker of the whole
Chuck's
series.
story is so inspiring because at 70 years old, he showed up at Dealmaker and came through some really tough times and didn't have any money going into his 70s. And he learned this one little technique called wrap lending, which I personally do wrap lending. And I love it because my returns are like 30 to 50%,
Mm-hmm.
which people don't understand and can't wrap their minds around. But it's just like leveraged lending and just that one thing. But Chuck is so inspiring.
I think what was also interesting is there's really something for everyone at that
Yeah,
conference. There's so many things to learn, and didn't matter if you were into rentals or options or flips or someone like myself that's just
right.
coming in to kind of learn about everything. There were so many different topics that it was very worthwhile to be there. Everyone's so friendly and outgoing at that. If you had never known anyone in that
Right.
room, you felt like you were at home.
I'm a recovering introvert. So I really want a culture where introverts are welcome and where everyone just like collaborates instead of competes. And that's all about relationship building.
Hmm.
And that's something we really work hard on. So thanks for making that point.
Yeah, absolutely.